Good evening, Leroy. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you? I am a little sick this evening, but I'm feeling good, and I was really excited for this podcast tonight, and I'm looking forward to talking to you. This was a busy sports week. I mean, it's already Sam and I are going 100 miles an hour already with 14 games in 10 days or whatever you want to call it. But it was a busy week in professional sports as well this week. Lots of stuff going on. First round of the NFL playoffs took place. The college championship football game is all set. I'm watching Illini crush Northwestern right now. I mean, it's been a busy week this week. How did your games go this week, my friend?
Yeah, so we had last week. We had Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and that was busy. But thankfully, no Saturday games, which is always a good thing. And then I had a chance to do center, but had some other stuff I had to do instead, so didn't end up going to center on Sunday. And we were supposed to have a game yesterday, and that got canceled. So it was kind of weird that we had a couple of cancellations. But Monday, we had a big Cougar game. They played Owensboro Catholic, who is probably the third best team in the region, and won 93-58.
Whoa, y'all are legit.
Yeah, so it was funny, and I should have pulled this. So we've talked about this before, the Massey ratings, or like a computer rating system. And I was just curious. Yeah. We can do it cross states and everything. So I was like, if the Cougs played Taylorville, who would win? Just out of curiosity. And it says Cougs by 14 is what it said. But what was interesting is what you can do on this website is you can do a best of 7 series and run it. So I was just like, yeah, let's do it. Cougs ended up winning the series 4-3. But I think it was game 5. In game 5, I don't know what Taylorville did to the Cougs, but the Cougs won in that game 138-52. It was just like, Jesus Christ. I was like, holy crap. Oh my goodness. I was like, I should have taken a screenshot and sent it to you. Because I was just like, I wish it was more accurate to where you could like look at the stats of that game and it would say, the Cougars hit 33, or something, Portal High School versus the Cougs. I'll do that right now, Paul, while we're talking. But it was just really funny to see.
While Sam is looking that up, I just want to give a friendly reminder to our listeners. I have a new Facebook page called Views from the Pressbox, and it's a way that you can go kind of see what we see when we're broadcasting a game, all the different spots that we go to in gyms and football fields and baseball diamonds. Go check it out. Give a like and a follow for our Views from the Pressbox page. It's a fantastic site, and we're hoping to have it get a little bit bigger as we progress and add from all the states and get all kinds of views from many different broadcasters for it.
So I have right here Portal. So it says the Cougs by 12 is what it is. So we'll do the 7-game series. But the 7-game series here, Portal wins 5-2. Kind of interesting. It says Cougs by 12. So again, now I just simmed it again and has the Cougs winning all 7. Simmed it again, Cougs winning all 7. Cougs winning this one. Oh, Paul, game 2 here. So Portal in this 7-game series, Portal wins the first game 46-42. Cougs were pissed, Paul, in that second game. They win 102-51 in the second game. Was doing it. Doing this. Sam was looking at my left knee the other night when I got a little excited. Yeah, Steven was getting into the game on Friday night. He was getting into it on Friday. Against Butler County. How's it feel to have the best coach in the division? Yeah, best coach in the division, without question, John.
Oh, Lord.
But, so on Friday night, they had a big rivalry game against Butler County, and the girls, Butler County, the style that they play is they're a very physical team. So they're very just, like, we just want to muck it up. And it's not a fun way. It's just not fun basketball. And it was just I think Steven and I described it as a slugfest, and a slugfest girls game. It's just brutal. So many fouls and so on.
That doesn't benefit anyone.
No, I think Megan was there, and I think it was interesting. And I think, Megan, you can correct me if I'm wrong, that her son, Steven, I wasn't going to say it, but I guess you can. I think her son, though, created with his friends, and Carson, her son, and she can correct me, is like 8, maybe not quite that old, 7. and they made like a student section of kids his age. So there's 2 student sections. There was one of a bunch of younger kids, and then the high school student section. It was really fun seeing them have fun with that. And I love the student sections. It just makes it, the band was playing on those, and it just makes for those atmospheres to be really fun.
We had basketball in Shelbyville yesterday, and it's always so.
I'm bad. I'm bad at ages.
Shelbyville's a close. They're not a rival, but they're like 20 minutes from where Taylorville is, and so like the schools, they don't. It's not that they don't like each other. They never play. So they finally set up a basketball home and home. Well, last year Shelbyville beat Taylorville, so this year we went down to Shelbyville to go play and had a 14-point lead in the first half. And I'm telling you, those referees wanted to be there all night. They were calling every single foul imaginable. And I was up high. Normally I'm sitting, courtside and stuff like that. But from where Shelbyville is, we were up. I would love to have heard Coach talk a little bit about like, okay, guys, we've got to back off because Taylorville plays a pretty aggressive style of not dirty, but an aggressive style of basketball. And they had to change a whole lot. They ended up winning the game, but every time they take an 8-point lead, Shelbyville would come storming back, and they'd do it again, and Shelbyville would come back, and finally they pulled away. But Shelbyville's best player dropped 29 points out of the 52 that were scored by them. So really good, and he's a junior, really good player for them.
You see, it was like the Cougars right now. Like it's honestly, it's wild how good they're playing.
Yeah,
like Steven says
awesome.
here. I mean, it's just, and the girls. It's like a rock fight. All their games, there's something in there that's going to make it exciting. Where the boys are just like, meh, let's just win by 40. Meh, we're fine with that. But they got a big game coming up on Saturday as well, as they're going to play a team from Tennessee. That'll be fun. Pick contest recap from last week. Leroy, you picked Owensboro Catholic to beat the Cougs, and like I mentioned earlier, it was all Cougs in that one. They won 93-58. Taylorville at Effingham. America picked Effingham. I picked Taylorville. Who got the point, Leroy?
Taylorville won in overtime in a wild game that went back and forth before Taylorville finally pulled away thanks to the free throw in overtime.
We all picked Indiana against Oregon. We all picked Ole Miss against Miami, so none of us got the point there. We all picked the Rams. I was the lone one to go to the Packers. We'll come back to that, I'm sure. The Bills, we all picked the Bills. We all picked the 49ers, too. I was surprised that we all picked the 49ers. I went with the Chargers, tried to get an upset pick in there. It didn't work, and then we all picked the Texans. So the overall standings, Leroy and America both had 7 points. I had 6, so it was 6-7 last week for it. There you go, Leroy. You're welcome. The overall standings, I have 111, America has 96, and you have 92, Leroy. Those are the standings for that. We'll have more coming up here a little bit later on as the pick contest begins to come to an end this we're getting Super Bowl is the last pick that we make for this year's pick contest.
Yep.
Okay, go on. Let's go. Okay. 31-27. Go on.
Hold on. Were you able to watch any of the games, this football games?
Let's see. I watched a decent amount of the Rams Panthers. Barely any, and by barely any, I mean I think I watched one play of the Bears game. The Bills, I watched the first half, watched the second half of the 49ers game, and then watched most of the Sunday night game. And then on Monday, I got home, and it was 10-6. Texans were up. And the first play I saw was the fumble recovery for a touchdown, and I just sat down and I enjoyed the next 30 minutes. It was very enjoyable. I was having fun.
I tell you what, it's a different feeling watching. I watched more playoff football this weekend than I have in a long time. I watched almost all the games this week. Hey, Colby, how are you, my brother? Good to see you, man. I watched way more this week than I have in a long time, and part of that is because the Bears are actually good, but the other part is I actually was home, which is a rarity for us around this time of year of being home to be able to watch it. So the games, all of the games other than the Texans-Steelers game were really, really close. Really, really good games that came down to the last few minutes of it. I'm telling you, as a fan, and I'm biased and I don't really care, that Bears-Packers game was one of the best I've ever seen. there were so many times where it felt like they were going to blow it. And as a Bears fan, you know this as a Bengals fan, we're not supposed to win games like that. We're not supposed to come back in those types of games. I had to call basketball that night. The Peoria Notre Dame game was that night, and it went into overtime that one as well. And I had the little phone up on my right in front of me because I straight up said at the beginning of the game, I'm watching the Bears game. I know I've got basketball, not broadcast basketball, but I'm watching, and they fell immediately like 21-0, like right in the first 5 minutes of it. And I thought, here we go. But there was something different about this year, and it's been the story all year, is that, Caleb's got 7 comebacks, and it kind of felt like the first drive in the third quarter was going to be super critical, right? The first drive would kind of set the stage for the rest of it. Well, the Packers went 3-and-out. The Bears, I think, got a field goal on that. I don't remember, but they came back and scored. And it was just like, all right. But there were so many weird things that happened in that game that just can't be described. But the Leroy of last year and years prior would have probably shut the game off at halftime. And I don't know what it is about this team this year, but they've got me believing. And it's been a long time since I've believed in the Bears.
And only for them to break your heart at some point. That's how they do it, right?
What is it going to take for you to believe in this team? What would have to happen this week against the Rams for you to go, hey, these guys might be a Super Bowl contender?
I've never said they're not.
No, I know, but you're not.
Never said they're not.
All I've read this week is the Rams are going to drop 50 on them.
Here's my thing.
They've got the number one offense, number one defense.
At some point, because listen, you can't deny this. This is not just me saying this just to poke fun. The Bears got lucky. In a lot of, they're winning all of these close games. And in the NFL, there is skill to that, but then there is also some luck based in that. And sometimes you'd rather be lucky than good. And at some point, that's going to run out. Now, is that going to happen this week? Is it going to happen next week? Is it going to happen in 2 weeks? Or is it going to be next year when Caleb Williams blows his knee out week 1 and the Bears go 3-14 and does that?
Why would you say that? Why would you put that out there?
You've made comments about Joe Burrow before like that.
I have not.
But, that's the thing is because, when's the last time the Bears beat a good team and beat a good team? And by that, I think you know what I mean, where it's not like you were sitting on the edge of your seat and panicking throughout the entire time. It's been a while.
It's been a while. Absolutely.
And at some point that is kind of the question. Now, you think back to the Bengals postseason run when they went to the Super Bowl, they had the miraculous ending to the game against the Raiders. They had an interception late against the Titans, kicked a field goal, get an interception in overtime against the Chiefs, kick a field goal to win, and then ran out of gas in the Super Bowl because Ron Torbert decided to call a hold, which popped up in my reels today and just made me angrier again. It's like,
don't you love it? Don't you love it?
It's not a hold. It's not a hold at all. It's not a hold.
Dome teams are 1-15 in the playoffs when the temperature is below 30 degrees. Now, listen, I will say that means nothing. That means nothing, and I'm not sitting there going, but the stats don't lie. Teams that are historically dome teams don't play well when the temperature is cold. And, if the game was in LA, I don't think we'd stand a chance. But I think with the game being in Chicago, I think that helps a little bit. And by golly, I might actually pick them to win this week.
Well, we don't want to do that. Rams killed my dreams and could kill Leroy's dreams too.
Here's the thing. We weren't supposed to even be here, right? Every week we were told we were going to lose. Every single week. Oh, you're not going to get past Dallas. Oh, you're not going to get past freaking the Packers. You're not going to get past. And they still somehow find ways to win. So I'm already set. We beat Green Bay. If the Bengals beats the Steelers both games by 40, I don't think you care overly how y'all do in the playoffs as long as you beat the Steelers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, to an extent, yeah.
See?
100%.
I'm just saying. So I'm good. If the Rams blow out the Bears this week, I am good, man. I'm good. The future, I don't have sunglasses, but the future is bright, my friend.
Will you watch Indiana Miami Monday?
Yes, I will. I have a city council meeting, but I will do my best to watch it. Although I know you're going to think I'm crazy, but I don't think Miami stands a chance.
I mean, Indiana's the favorite without question. Now the Miami defense though is that's good. It's a really good defense.
Oh, yeah. I joked. So the the number one pick right now is the Raiders, right? And so we were talking about Mendoza going to Las Vegas, and we were like, a good Christian boy going to Las Vegas, where all this gambling and the casinos are. Somebody called Johnny Manziel, because I really feel like we're going to see the same thing all over again. My friend Tyler told me that earlier, and I was like, that was the first thing I thought of was, oh, they're going to send this poor Christian little boy over to Las Vegas, and no one's going to ever hear from him ever again because he's just going to go off.
The Raiders are going to chew him up and spit him out kind of thing. Yeah, without question. You got your players of the week?
I do. Let's go. We've got a different kind of switch today. We've got a baseball player and a football player. Both these guys celebrating birthdays today. And Sam, I will give you a lot of credit if you get today's baseball player correct. All right, so here we go. MVP, two-time All-Star, 1986 World Series, Silver Slugger, and Major League Player of the Year. Wore the number 7 for a good majority of his career. So won the World Series in 1986.
I couldn't even tell you who won the World Series in 86. Okay, hit the next one.
Left fielder and third baseman. Born in 1962, so he's obviously not playing anymore. His last game, I'll tell you, was in 1998. At a school in San Diego, California.
Where was he drafted by? Usually you put that on there.
Yeah, it wasn't on there this time. Give me a second, I'll tell you.
What team did he make his debut? Well, I guess just hit to the next tab and it'll tell us the team that he debuted with.
Yeah, okay, all right.
It's not like the drafted team helps that much when you could just go to the next one.
All right. So 234 home runs, 30 stolen bases, so power hitter, 29 career WAR, 1,173 hits. I'll tell you, this guy was projected to be Bonds before Bonds. He was projected to be really good, played for the Giants for a long portion of his career, played for the Mets for a little bit, and everybody thought this guy was going to be a beast. And he reached the top and then sort of slowly fizzled out right away.
Okay, go next one.
Started with the Mets in 84, played for the Padres, then the Giants, Seattle, played for the Reds in 93 and 94, played for Boston in 96, back with Cincy in
I think Paul, is Paul right?
Hey, yeah, Paul's
Kevin
right.
Mitchell, yeah.
Absolutely, Kevin Mitchell. Good job, Paul.
Yep. As soon as he said it, I was like, yep. When I saw the red one, I was kind of going through those mid-90s Reds on some of the teams that I would know, some of the guys that I would know there. Kevin Mitchell. Yeah, good job, Paul.
All right, you ready for the next one?
Go.
All right. One Super Bowl championship, for the number 7, the number 4, and the number 7.
Okay.
Quarterback, throws right, drafted by the Jaguars in 03.
Okay, this is okay.
Football.
Yeah.
Retrain your brain. Football.
Go back to the last tab.
Super Bowl champ, wore the number 7, number 4. Looks like for the Steelers.
Byron Leftwich, right?
Yeah. Good job. Had played in 60 games, 10,000 yards, 58 touchdowns, 42 interceptions. Played for Atlanta for a year, Pittsburgh for a year, Tampa Bay Buccaneers for a year, and then finished off his career with the Steelers in 2010, 2012. Good job, Sam.
The Marshall was what gave it away for me.
Really?
Byron Leftwich. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, because Mick is a Marshall fan, so I know all of the former Marshall. He did. What was I supposed to say? He said, "Oh, tell Leroy he looks like." You look like an orange. That was his line for you.
Well, I've taken enough vitamin C over the last 2 days that I feel like an orange. So,
Yeah, and then I got into the point of saying
I got 101 degree fever for anybody that cares.
We'll see. And then I told him the fun story of Red Zone Radio. We had our great bit of Leroy looks like a goat. And if you see a short goat little man running around WKU's campus, that's Leroy. Yeah. I probably got that promo saved somewhere. I need to try and find it. And see if I can play it one week on the show, because it was Caleb's best work that he made.
Yes, it was.
You got a couple of tidbits?
I do. Let's get to it. Tony Dungy went off on a tangent this week about NFL playoff scheduling. He said, quote, NFL playoff scheduling is not fair. It might produce good ratings, but it's not fair. This late in the season, recovery time is crucial, and it's not given equally. Rams and Bears played Saturday games. They'll face each other on Sunday with an extra day of rest. 49ers played on Sunday and will face Seattle on Saturday, short week of recovery. Why? In the AFC, the Bills will have to travel to Denver on a short week. Why? Because there's a Monday night AFC wildcard game. The Texans play Pittsburgh. The winner will automatically have a short week and travel to New England. Why? Several years ago, the league did away with Monday night games in week 18 of the regular season because it created a disadvantage if one of those teams made the playoffs. Now we create that disadvantage. The wildcard round should be 3 games on Saturday and 3 games on Sunday, then try to schedule the divisional games so the teams have equal rest. Don't force San Francisco, Buffalo, and Houston or Pittsburgh to play the most important game of their season on a short week just for TV ratings. That's not fair. Your thoughts on that, Matt, on those matchups and whether the short week plays a factor in scheduling? We all know why they do it. But what are your thoughts on that? And is Tony that far off?
At this time of year,
Or doesn't it matter?
At this time, I don't know how much it matters this time of year. If you like, you're run pure adrenaline this time of year. I don't know as much. I'm like, now if it was a Thursday, like we're talking one day less too.
Yeah.
Like if it was a Thursday game or something, yeah, we can make those arguments. But for a Monday to Sunday,
Caleb got stepped on and his ankle twisted and he limping off the field, and he came back out there, and you just wonder how much stuff they injected him with to try to get him back
Mahomes special sauce.
With LA facing Chicago this Sunday, Sean McVay will have coached against 15 different teams in the playoffs as head coach of the Rams. That's pretty impressive. Mike Tomlin was let go this week. Well, he stepped down. Whether or not he was let go remains another big discussion for another day, but because the Steelers don't fire head coaches. But comparing his numbers with John Harbaugh, fairly similar. Super Bowl win in 2019, 2 AFC titles, 8 AFC North champs, finished 193, 114, and 2 with 0 losing seasons.
He did not win the Super Bowl in 2019.
What?
He did not win the Super Bowl in 2019.
Well, then ESPN was wrong.
We're talking about Mike Tomlin? Mike Tomlin won the Super Bowl in like 2008.
Maybe it was 2009. Maybe I fat fingered it.
That's possible. Maybe it was the 08-09 season. Maybe, yeah, because it's been a long. Because Mike Tomlin tied Marvin Lewis for the most consecutive losses in the postseason on Sunday with his 7th straight, or on Monday, I guess is when the game was.
Regardless, John Harbaugh, 2013 Super Bowl, 1 AFC title, 6 AFC North champs, finished his career 180 and 113. So comparing those two guys, pretty significant numbers from both of those head coaches, and. It's going to be great when they switch sides, and now John Harbaugh goes to the Steelers and Mike Tomlin goes to the Ravens. Interesting note from the weekend of games. Liam Cohen, Jacksonville Jaguars coach, was giving a press conference after the Jaguars lost to Buffalo, and Lynn Jones basically gave like a pep talk to Liam Cohen, saying how much she appreciates him and to keep their head up and all his head up and all of this stuff. Well, she got absolutely blasted by many of the media for doing it. Pat McAfee spoke out against the journalist, saying, quote, Love seeing these sports journalists getting absolutely buried for being curmudgeon bums. Obviously, not all of them, but a large percentage of these things hate sports. They hate what sports are for people, happiness. They hate what sports are for society, unifier. They're political journalists by nature who have preyed on sports because they saw it as an easier path to make it. He continues for quite a while talking about it, but I'd love to know your opinion, Sam, on that. It's not a typical press conference question, and I think other journalists were upset because these guys don't talk forever. You get them for, and maybe in the playoffs it's different. Obviously, I've never covered a playoff game as far as being in the media pool for that, but their time is usually limited, and so when you don't get a chance to ask a question and they throw in basically just a "we love you, let me pat you on the back," I can see where the journalists are getting upset. But what are your thoughts on this? Are they blowing this out of proportion?
She shouldn't have done it. Because there are sport ethics for media are very strict in those. And she broke like the unwritten rules in there. And that's what's ticking people off, is it's kind of one of those things. And did she seem like the nicest lady in the world? 100%. It was nice. It was, but that's also something that she could have privately said.
Yeah.
And it was super nice. It was sweet, but time and place. And I just, I don't know.
All right, other news. Quarterback Dante Moore has decided to return to school for the 2026 season. He announced on SportsCenter. Moore gave him a chance to make nearly $50 million in guaranteed money. Last year's number 2 pick, Travis Hunter, made $46.65 fully guaranteed. Boston Red Sox agreed to a 5-year, $130 million deal with starting pitcher Ranger Suarez, third baseman Alex Bregman, and the Cubs are in agreement on a 5-year, $175 million contract. And the Arizona Diamondbacks are acquiring 8-time MLB All-Star Nolan Arenado in a trade with the St. Louis Cardinals. Arenado has agreed to waive his no-trade clause, and the deal is done. The Athletic reported on that deal. Big upsets in college basketball. Wisconsin upset number 2 Michigan this week, and Jayhawks gave the Cyclones their first loss of the season. In the NBA, Anthony Edwards became the third youngest player in NBA history to reach 10,000 career points. He sits right behind Kevin Durant and LeBron James. Miami Hurricanes football versus Indiana football for all the marbles. DeMond Williams Jr. will be returning to play at Washington. Adam Thielen is retiring from the NFL. Eagles fired their offensive coordinator, Kevin Patullo. And the Falcons have named franchise legend Matt Ryan their new president of football. Dolphins finalized the deal to hire Green Bay Packers Vice President of Player Personnel, John Eric Sullivan, as their new general manager. The NCAA has denied Trinidad Chambliss a 6th year of eligibility, which would end his college career. The decision comes after a verbal denial in December. Ole Miss can still appeal the decision. 6 years. Transfer portals. Mavericks Anthony Davis is likely.
It's a little different with him because he had some JUCO years in there. So yeah. I think it's a little bit different for him, where you have a guy like TJ Finley, who is going to be playing his 7th school in 7 years.
Crazy. Just crazy. And that's the stuff that drives. No, I get the JUCO stuff, but just the straight up, that's the stuff that drives me nuts. You shouldn't play college sports for 7 years. If that was the case, I'd invite Boo Buie to come back to Northwestern and play a couple more years in the Big Ten. Anthony Davis for the Mavericks is likely to undergo surgery to repair ligament damage to his left hand and may miss several months. The Mavs are having renewed Davis trade talks with multiple teams. If moved to a playoff contender, the return timeline could allow Davis to return during the postseason while establishing himself for the long term elsewhere, but he probably got hurt in the time it wrote me to write that sentence. New York Liberty star and WNBA Vice President Breanna Stewart said the Players Association and the WNBA will not agree to another collective bargaining agreement extension after the deadline passes on Friday. The two parties instead will enter a period of status quo in which the league and union can continue to negotiate. And rest in peace to Bob Weir, Grateful Dead frontman, who passed away this week.
Real college or not, you ready?
Yep, let's go.
Your daughter's not here to help, but she kicked your butt last week. There's no question about that.
Boy, did she ever. My goodness.
It was honestly a pretty impressive performance from her. If we
Did you call her ahead of time and give her all the schools?
Yeah, I definitely have her number. 100%. Does she even have a cell phone?
No.
I was going to say, I didn't think so. Real college or not? It's a pretty simple game. Leroy just got to tell me if it's real or not as we go through
She
here.
does have kids' Facebook Messenger, though.
Oh, does she have a Facebook?
No, she has kids' Facebook Messenger because Christy got tired of her using her phone to call all her cousins and stuff. So now she uses her own iPad. And it's limited as who they can talk to and things like that.
Loras College is your first one. Loras College.
Real.
I applied. You seem very confident. You seem very confident.
I applied there.
Where is it?
Iowa.
Oh, look at you. Pioneer Valley State University. Pioneer Valley State University.
Not real.
2 for 2 to open us up. Bridgewater College. Bridgewater College. These are my favorite. The ones that are just so basic. Could go either way. Bridgewater College.
I'll go real.
John says it's fake. It is real. It is real. You are 3 for 3. Calumet College of St. Joseph. Calumet College of St. Joseph.
When you add the extra stuff at the end, that's what drives me nuts, man.
Does it make it more likely or less likely? Calumet College of St. Joseph.
I like hearing my kids singing California Girls.
I hear something screaming. I couldn't make it out. Calumet College of St. Joseph.
I'll go fake.
It is real. It is real. Oh, you were doing so well. Atlantic Ridge University.
Northwestern.
Atlantic Ridge University.
Fake.
It is fake. It is fake. Berry College. Berry College.
How's it spelled?
Like a strawberry.
John doesn't think any of these are real.
I was going to say, he says all 5 have been fake so far. I don't know what he's going to say. He thinks Barry, though, is real. Is Barry real?
Because John said it's real, I'll say it's fake.
Paul is right. It is real. It is in Georgia. Appreciate you watching. It is in Georgia. Appreciate you watching my center games. It's a big center rivalry. Appreciate that, Leroy. Thanks for watching.
When's the last time you watched the UIS game?
Every single one. I watch every single one.
You are so full of, there's a paywall. I know you ain't watching that stuff.
Oh, you telling me I have to pay for it? Hell no. I wouldn't pay to watch my own college. It is in Georgia. Northern Crescent Institute of Technology. Northern Crescent Institute of Technology.
Fake.
It is fake.
Every time they throw the Institute of Technology on there, all I think of is accepted. Go ahead.
South Harmon. Frostburg State University. Frostburg State. You seemed confident on this one.
I'll go with real.
You are correct. It is real. For extra bonus points on that, what state is Frostburg State in?
New Jersey.
Close. It's in Maryland. It's in Maryland.
Okay.
College of the Ozarks.
Real.
Confident in that one?
Fairly. They're in
well,
Missouri.
Good, 'cause you're right. Yeah, you're right. You're right. And the last one, Prairie Coast Polytechnic. Prairie Coast Polytechnic.
I'll also go real on that.
Too bad. It's wrong. It is a fake one. It is a fake one. It is a fake one. There you go. Those are our real college or not as we jump in now to a little bit of play clock questions here. Leroy, would you like to ask or answer?
I will ask first.
Okay, let's throw up our 40-second play clock here.
Do we see Aaron Rodgers ever again?
I mean, I don't think he's going to die. So, yeah, I think we're going to see him probably again. I'll probably be on the Pat McAfee show. On the football field, I have no idea. I have no idea. And you want me to be honest?
I know you don't care.
I don't care. Yeah, like it just doesn't have. He's just, and I know for you all, it's like being an NFC, but he was so irrelevant to Bengals fans for so long, it would be the same thing probably for you as like Peyton Manning, or something like that, where it was, he was always in there for some. Well, I guess Peyton Manning's maybe not the perfect example, but I think you know what I mean. I guess Roethlisberger would probably be the one, of doing something like that. But I as far as playing on the football field, I'm going to say no, but nothing would surprise me. John says no. Paul agrees that it'll be no. Okay, 1 to 20, Leroy. I've not read these.
12.
I'm just going to, whatever it is, I'm reading it. If you knew you couldn't fail, what would you try that you'd never admit out loud?
To be an airline pilot. I would love to try to go to flight school and be an airline pilot and get my pilot's license and go fly planes. That'd be fantastic. And so if I knew that I would never fail, that'd be the thing that I would do right away. Although now that I'm saying that, I'd probably no, pilot. I'd be an airline pilot. That'd be awesome. So that's what
booster seats?
What's that?
Do they make booster seats for you?
I need to get the laser vision first because I can't see worth a darn. Once I get the laser vision, then I'll get my phone books.
Steven says play-by-play. Steven's coming for our jobs, saying play-by-play.
That's fine. You can have it. I'm tired.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can have it. Okay, go.
There was a lot of people upset over Ben Johnson in the locker room at the end of the game. He gave a quick curtsy handshake to Matt LaFleur, and then the locker room was saying F the Packers and F them as a team, blah, blah, blah. And a lot of people threw a fit about it.
F? What's F mean?
It means fuck.
Whoa!
You asked what it meant. I'm telling you.
Your daughter is right behind you. Your daughter is right behind you. Your daughter is right behind you, and you just said that word. She's probably never heard that word before. Oh, she's not in there anymore.
But I just want to know. I just want to know your thoughts on whether stuff in the locker room should stay in the locker room, or if you have an issue with the stuff that was said, and your thoughts on whether or not it's a big deal, and stuff like that.
I don't care. I mean, listen, it doesn't bother me. I mean, it's kind of one of those things of if you don't want him, beat him. Like if you don't like that, then beat him, kind of thing. It's like the flag into the logo and all those things. Do you like it? No, but don't want to put the flag in your logo, then just beat them. It's just that simple. Like there's no other way to do it. Yep, like John says, don't like it, beat them. I mean, it's that simple. Don't choke away a game like the Packers did, and you don't have to worry about it. And I don't even need the full 40 for it.
Yeah, this comes from the same team that had their quarterback say, "I effing own you," while he was. Yeah, no, I don't like it.
1 to 20, other than 12.
7. Oh no.
Oh boy. If you had to describe your last year, so 2025, in one word, what word are you using and why?
Chaotic. But I feel like every year is chaotic. But no, chaotic. We have new ownership at the radio station. We went through a changeover as far as previous leadership, who was very, very micromanaging, to new ownership that really doesn't overly care what we do. So it's been a steep learning curve, dealt with a lot of health stuff going on, and sports have been off the chain. I've got new coworkers that I'm trying to navigate relationships with. It's been a chaotic year, and I'm hoping for a little bit more peace and quiet in 2026.
That's a good word.
And I'm looking to watch some racing with a good friend of mine. So I'm looking forward to.
Paul can't wait. So I guess is 2026 for Paul going to be fast, loud, annoying, boring, or something Paul's going to throw up there for his words, just based on one afternoon in May for it. Those are some of the questions there. For a second, I thought you had just when my brain processed it, I thought the question that you'd picked of what's a fear you have that you know is irrational, but it still controls you sometimes. And that's what I did. Paul said BS.
I have a few of those.
Don't we all? Don't we all?
One thing that I saw that was interesting, and I was going to use it as a 40-second question, but I'm just going to ask you regardless, even though we're kind of done with that. The Radio Last Night indicator, the ESPN station here indicator, was talking about game managers and how we used to kind of talk down about game managers in football, right? Quarterbacks that were game managers as opposed to, playmakers and guys like that. But when you look at some of the more successful quarterbacks, Tom Brady, even in baseball, like Greg Maddux would have been considered a game manager, right? He knew how to win baseball games. It seems to me that especially when we start getting into analytics and we start getting into stats and we start getting into the numbers and we start delving into the more detailed stuff of this, because football is starting to get really analytic. You see it with all these guys going forward on fourth down, which still drives me nuts to even now. But are game managers I know you do because you're Sam. But are game managers taking a bigger role? Are you talking
a game manager as far as describing a quarterback, or are you talking like somebody who actually runs the game, like as far as analytics?
No, as a quarterback, game manager.
You cannot win with a game manager at quarterback in the playoffs. Who's the last game manager to win a Super Bowl?
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady was not a game manager. Absolutely not. I think that's preposterous.
That's Decatur. ESPN called him a game manager. I kind of laughed. I kind of laughed a little bit.
Tom Brady is not a game manager. No. I mean, you look at it. Your Super Bowl champions, Jalen Hurts, maybe, but still, even then, Mahomes, no, Burrow, no. You're looking Allen, no. All of these dudes are not game managers. You have to go out there to win the game. And a game manager is not somebody that can go out there and win the game. Maybe Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
Maybe Jalen Hurts.
Yeah. I mean, when you look at the last teams that have won, right?
Nick
Eagles
Foles
won last year. Yeah. And that's who was the quarterback for the Bucs in 2020?
Brady.
Was it?
Yeah.
I'm not feeling the best tonight. I should know that, but I don't. All right.
Baker is not a game manager either, I don't think, Blake. I think Baker's a dude.
Seahawks in 2013 or 2014, sorry.
Russell Wilson. Yeah. And at that point, he was elite.
Ravens in 2012.
Flacco. That might be one that you could say. I think Foles in there.
Yeah.
Well,
Eli Manning.
Steven,
Eli Manning
I also
in
said
2011.
I also said Josh Allen. I also said Josh Allen in there, and he's not won a Super Bowl either. Alex Smith never won a Super Bowl, but that's a good example of a game manager. Nick Foles probably in that category.
He can't help himself.
Well, I put Josh Allen in there, and Josh Allen's not even been to a Super Bowl. Burrow has.
By the way, speaking of guys that have wins, I just saw a stat earlier that said that CJ Stroud has more playoff wins than Dak does, even though CJ's only been in the playoffs since 2023.
Well, since Joe Burrow entered the NFL in 2020, he has more playoff wins than the entire AFC North combined. And it doesn't help when one of those teams is a big old goose egg. Not naming any names as to who that.
You know who has more fourth quarter comebacks though? Hey!
How many Super Bowls appearances does that guy have?
Same as you.
1. Burrow's been to the Super Bowl. And listen, Burrow plays against the Bears.
You said wins.
No, I said appearances. Listen, Burrow plays that game against the Bears, and the Bengals win by 40. Easily.
Sure.
It's 80-45 is the final score of that game.
Sure.
Because let's be real, no defense was stopping anybody that night. Nobody was stopping anybody. Juwan Jennings has as many career passing touchdowns as Herbert. Herbert in the playoffs is one of the more interesting things. I don't get it.
Boy, what do you think, guys, in the comments especially, what do you think is the reason for that? That's not necessarily Herbert choking as much as, I don't know, he got hit a lot in that game.
Stephen S. ain't calling the jersey yet. It's gonna stay in the closet, and I'm gonna make a decision for the Bengals orange out game next year. I'll see what we do. So ask me in September. A lot can change between now and September. A lot could change. Christy, I heard you dying back there. Are you okay?
Okay, a little bit.
Have you been chain smoking again?
What?
He asked if you like the Marlboros.
Oh yeah, they're so awesome.
She says yes.
I heard that. Yeah, we heard that. We heard that.
Oh my.
That's what I was saying, Paul. Like Herbert, I don't necessarily think played that bad of a game, but my goodness, he was on the run.
But at the same time, you can say this, and I'm not just saying this as a Bengals fan. That offensive line that Joe Burrow took to the Super Bowl was awful. Joe Burrow against the Titans in the divisional round in the 2021 playoff run was sacked 9 times and won the game.
Joe Burrow can also move. Herbert cannot.
I'd say they're pretty similar moving wise.
You think so?
I'd say they're pretty similar as far as athleticism wise. Herbert and Burrow. I'd say so. But hey, listen, Burrow or Herbert, he's not losing too because he at least has Madison Beer at home. He can be okay.
It's gonna be all right.
He'll be okay. It's like Josh Allen. He gonna be okay. He can be okay. You got some autographs?
Allen's got to be licking his chops, man. He's got to see himself as having the easiest road to the Super Bowl now that the Chiefs, the Ravens, and the Steelers aren't in it.
Who does? Josh Allen? Oh.
Josh Allen, yeah.
Well, he's got to go through Denver first.
I'll be interested to see how they do with the week off and having a brand new quarterback. It'll be interesting to watch that. Whether the Broncos are legit. You know what disappointed me the most, honestly? The Patriots. Yeah, they won the game, but they looked awful.
I don't know. The defense looked pretty good. Defense did look pretty good. You got some autographs?
I do. Let's get to it. I apologize ahead of time. These are hard. I'll just straight up tell you. These are hard. Yes, there is a theme, but these are hard.
You ain't sorry.
Christy's right. You're not sorry. Don't be lying.
Sorry to the comment section. I don't necessarily think I'm sorry for you.
You'll be sorry.
Ed O'Neill, right? The actor?
No. These are all baseball players.
Well, Ed O'Neill played in the NFL. I think he played a little bit in the AFL maybe or something, didn't he?
He definitely played professional for a little bit. I just don't remember what it was. Yes. It's an E and a J.
E and a J.
It's a baseball player. It's not Eli Manning, Christy.
E and a J. Is this recent, old?
New. He's an active player.
Eloy Jimenez?
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely. Good job. Pitched for the White Sox last year. Got traded to the Tampa Bay Rays or signed with the Rays. One or the other.
Paul and I both got it there. Yeah, he's a defensive hitter, isn't he?
Yes.
Or designated hitter, sorry. Oh, you're not helping us much with that.
That's really sloppy.
I told you, they're awful this week.
Holy crap. Is that an L?
No. It's an N.
That's not an L.
This is an N.
Okay.
No problem, Paul. Stop using your phone to watch our podcast.
NJ.
No, it's NA, I think. Yeah, I'm going to go with... Actually, that might be the A right there. Let's see. Maybe that's the A. He won a Gold Glove. That's
NA?
Yep.
NA. Recent?
Yep.
Active?
Yep.
I don't know. NA. No. Oh, yep. Paul's got it. Didn't he?
Yep. Yes, he
Nolan
does.
Arenado.
So we got Eloy Jimenez, Nolan Arenado.
These all guys got traded.
And this guy.
Like Cody Bellinger?
No.
Craig Biggio.
No. Active.
These are all guys that got traded this week, I guess?
Correct.
Who else got traded this
That's
week?
the guy that just got signed to the Cubs.
Who?
Alex Bregman.
Oh,
What's his name? Shut up! No, don't say it.
I already did. Yeah.
I know you did. But she didn't hear you. She didn't hear you, so shush for a second. Come on, Clamola.
I don't know it.
Wife of the year right there. Wife of the year. Wife of the year. I bet you she'd know if it was a Cardinals signee, wouldn't you?
No, I don't know Cardinals.
But isn't that Wilson? Oh, no. Wilson Contreras got traded, didn't he?
Yeah, he's with who'd he go to? Who'd he go to?
Twins or something, wasn't it? Or
No, it is something stupid. Red Sox? You go to the Red Sox?
Yeah, I think that's.
Yes, he's with the Red Sox.
Alex Bregman, Christy. His name is Alex Bregman.
Yeah, good job, Paul. Paul did well today. Hello, I don't know who I'm saying hi to. Hello.
Oh,
Yeah, you want to know why I used to do my show at the freaking radio station? Because it was quiet.
I passed out and I said, "Why is Leroy at the radio station this podcast?" Like, oh wait, never mind. Bailey's at work.
Ready for some picks of the week here?
Yes, please.
Let's jump into the picks of the week here. Again, I have a commanding lead, but Leroy, you and America are fighting for second. You and America are fighting for second. You all, America, you will be picking the Coug game of the week this week. I will be the lone one picking the Taylorville game of the week. And it will be on Saturday, Leroy. The Cougs travel to Greenwood High School to face Ensworth High School. Ensworth High School of Nashville. So actually, they're Ensworth School. I'm trying to find what their record is. And I will bring that to you. It appears that their record is 11-6. 11-6. The Massey ratings, I'll tell you this, had it as a 50-50 game. 50-50 game against the Cougars. So 11-6 against 11-4. So John is picking the Cougs. Paul is picking the Cougs. Leroy, who are you picking? Ensworth Tigers. Okay, thanks, Leroy. And the Cougars' winning streak is over.
You're welcome.
Leroy's picking the Cougs. John picks the Cougs. Paul picks the Cougs. So it'll be Cougs as America's pick, it appears, for this one. Is she okay?
No. But at anytime, like, I've been dealing with this fever, and anytime I just whine a little bit about it, I'm being a big old baby about it.
Cougs is America's pick for this week as well. What's our Taylorville game of the week?
Taylor Tornadoes take on Mount Zion on Friday in Taylorville. Both teams are 7-9 as they get ready for this Apollo Conference matchup.
Mount Zion's the one that's really good at football, right?
Yes, they have a kid who played both football and basketball who was supposed to go to Ole Miss and is now going to LSU. So
I'll take Mount Zion. Mount Zion. And America, you don't pick this one, but I'm going to trust Blake knows what he's talking about. Picking Mount Zion. So I'm going to lock it in as my pick of the week.
Brock Brown going to drop like 40, Blake.
Is Mount Zion the correct pick?
I don't know. I think this is the 50-50.
Okay. The college football national championship. Leroy, Indiana takes on Miami of Florida. You got the Canes of the Hoosiers.
Hoosiers, baby. Big Ten. Big Ten again.
I'm going to take Indiana as well. America, let us know who your pick of the week is for this one. John's picking Indiana. Steven's picking Indiana. Blake is picking Miami. And Paul is picking Indiana. So Indiana is America's pick for this week. Jumping into the NFL playoffs. Bills travel to the Broncos. Leroy. Bills or Broncos? I agree. I'm going to take the Bills. And that's not me doing a defensive pick whatsoever. That's me genuinely thinking the Bills are going to win. John's picking the Broncos.
we talk about the Bears getting lucky. When you look at a lot of the Broncos games this year, they are kind of following the same path that the Bears are following. A lot of those games that have come down to just stupid things that have allowed them to win. And I don't think Josh Allen, I think this is Josh Allen's year. Not saying that they're going to win the Super Bowl, but I think they're going to beat Denver.
2-2 on America's pick. Goes to the tiebreaker, which is us first. We both picked the Bills, so America picks the Bills for this week's pick of the week. Texans at the Patriots.
Texans defense is insane. I'll go with the Texans. Nobody does, John. They all suck, man.
Leroy, I agree. I'm going to take the Texans.
That defense is insane. Yes, I know the Steelers really shouldn't have been there, the Ravens, blah, 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 but I'm telling you, like that defense looked ridiculous.
Yes, absolutely. I'm Malachi Moreno. UK won on a buzzer beater tonight by Malachi Moreno. So they beat LSU. Came back from 18 down with 18 minutes left in the game to come back and win.
See? Why can't you all do that? Bums. Sorry.
49ers at the Seahawks, Leroy.
The Seahawks have won every game by like 4 points. And there's no way that's going to end this week. Seattle Seahawks.
I'm going to take the 49ers.
Really?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Yep. John's going to take the Seahawks. Steven's going to take the Seahawks.
No way.
Sam Darnold is going to Sam Darnold at some point. Oh, boy. We got a tie.
I need him to Sam Darnold next week. Next week, I need him to Sam Darnold.
Okay, we've got a tie, and since we split, we go to the coin flip, Leroy. So the home team is Seattle, right?
Home team is head. What?
Okay, I'm going to just have home team is head, so that's Seattle.
Yep.
Flip a coin.
It's heads.
Did you hear that? It's heads. That's the home team, so Seattle is America's pick. And the last game of the week, the Rams. Hottest team in football, they're coming in. Best offense, best defense.
Dude, they barely beat Carolina. They barely beat Carolina.
They got probably the MVP of
that is true.
Matthew Stafford.
True. Stafford is
Sean
absolutely
McVay, MVP. Good-looking head coach.
Absolutely. Very sexy.
Leroy, I'm going to help you out here. I'm taking the Rams.
Shocker.
John's taking the Rams. John's taking the Rams
all season long. All season long, he's picked against Chicago.
You're welcome. Okay? Bears is America's pick. Leroy.
I put $50 of real money down against whoever the Bears are playing. That way I'm always happy. Because if they win, then I lose money. And if they don't win, I make money. So I win either way. That's the way I do the playoffs from now on. That being said,
I already put you down for the Bears. I know what you're doing.
History's on my side. Let's go, Chicago.
Is that a thing?
What? We don't say who day. We say bear down. I don't know what you want from me.
Rare. Is that what they do?
Go Chicago.
It's terrifying. What's the weather going to be like?
10 degrees. I'm not kidding.
Rams are fine. When is that? Is that Saturday? That's Sunday night. That's Sunday night football, right?
Or
Sunday,
not?
Yeah. I know it's not, but it's the NBC. Yeah. It's the okay.
Blueprint. Yeah, 5:30 on Sunday.
So I should be good on
6:30 your time.
I live in Central Time Zone.
Did you?
Yes.
Wow.
John says Puka's going to get 3 touchdowns.
He's going to be tough. He's going to be tough to beat. They're going to need to figure out a way to slow him down. But
is that Luke?
That's Luke. Say hi to the people, Luke.
Is Yoda still alive?
Yeah, but he went to a different home, so we don't know anything about him.
He went to live in a farm upstate?
Yes. He bit my mother, and that was it.
Yeah, well, Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. Luke looks like he'd rather be literally any place in the entire world right now than where he is.
Mom! What do you want? In the shower.
Don't you just love kids?
Not in my room, I'll tell you that right now, John.
Bro!
What, bro?
What, bro?
Just give us 6 or 7 more minutes and we'll be done.
Stop saying that number. Let it out.
This is such great podcasting.
Brutal.
Have kids, they say, Blake says.
It'd be fun, they said.
That's why I don't have any.
Yeah,
That's why I
that's
don't
the
have
reason.
any kids.
Yeah, that's the reason.
Yeah, absolutely. Listen, they swarm to me, Leroy. They swarm.
Oh,
to me.
I know, because Kaylee loved you.
I haven't seen Kaylee in.
Kaylee, come here. Kaylee! Not you. Kaylee, come here.
Do I need to go full screen on you here?
No. Say hi to the people.
Hello,
That's
Kaylee.
Kaylee. Remember Mr. Sam?
Yep.
Mr. Sam. Oh, I don't like that.
Remember Mr. Gormley? There, do you like that
I don't
better?
like that. No, I don't. Not at all.
Right, how are you, man? Good to see you, brother. Okay, take him and get out of my room. Goodbye.
What do you think about Chatham being in the Litchfield tournament on Taylorville playing them second?
Chatham and
That,
so we played.
No, that is pronounced Chatham. Okay.
Sure.
Chatham. Chatham. God.
We played Chatham. We played a Friday night game and a very physical Friday night game, and the very next Saturday morning we played against Chatham. They beat us. Glenwood High School beat us by 15. Taylorville looked flat all game long. Glenwood's had a horrible season since then. Blake, I'm not worried about it. I really think I think we actually stand a decent chance in that tournament. We've got Hillsborough and we've got Glenwood. And
so what's interesting is I'm going to just put this in here, Leroy, because it's easy for me to just type it. So Steven is going to be broadcasting a game on Saturday again with one of our crew members, and I'm going to be with the boys. We're doing a split broadcast. And the girls play this school. I'm putting it in the comments right now, and I'll put it up on the screen. How do you say this school? How do you pronounce that school?
Bethlehem, but I imagine that's wrong.
Yeah, no, we don't call they don't call it Bethlehem. Bethlehem.
Okay.
Bethlehem.
Huh?
Bethlehem.
Bethlehem?
Yes.
Bethlehem?
Bethlehem.
Woo!
Steven gets to do a girls' game of the Lady Cougs against Bethlehem on Saturday. Bethlehem. Yep. And it's just I love the difference in pronunciations of different
It's so stupid. We've got one of those that's this.
Wow.
Maybe.
That's super impressive. Fantastic. DeVernon?
So I thought it was Divernon. It's not. Divernon.
DeVernon.
Yes, that
is how I
can't
would
be
say
right.
it.
That's what I said, Paul.
Yeah, but they say Bethlehem. They say Bethlehem.
Bethlehem.
Bethlehem. Yep. But what's awesome,
Correct.
so what's interesting about them is, and their boys and girls teams have different nicknames. So their boys are the Eagles. Their girls are the Banshees, which don't get me wrong. Banshees,
Pretty
elite
cool name.
nickname. That's
Pretty
an elite
cool name.
The Bethlehem Banshees.
Yeah, pretty cool
it's
name.
good. It's pretty awesome. And I mean, it makes sense that the boys can't be the Banshees because the Banshee is a female spirit. Isn't that what it is or something? Or
I always thought it was like just an insane creature.
I think it's a female, though. Banshee's a female spirit in Irish folklore. So Mattoon, right?
On The Witcher.
Mattoon, right?
Yep.
Mattoon.
Yep.
I mean, we got plenty of these. Like the one that always throws people off too is this one, and you've probably heard us talk about this.
I'll still mess it up.
It is this one. in Kentucky?
Davies, right?
Davis.
It's just Davis.
It's just Davis. It's just Davis. Or in eastern, or I guess eastern-ish Kentucky, we have this county. How do you say this county here? I'm gonna put it up on the screen here.
Gerard.
Garrett County. You gotta say it like you got some molasses in your mouth when you're talking about Garrett County.
I'll tell you.
Or everyone's favorite here in Kentucky, a city that is just outside of Lexington.
Versailles.
Ah, look at you. You are correct. It is Versailles.
The only reason I know that is because I lived in Kentucky for a while. I promise you. Otherwise, I never would have got that at all.
Rodney, you don't have to lie to Leroy. It's okay. He's a cool dude. You don't have to lie.
Holloman's good to see you, brother. Hope you're doing all right, my friend.
Versailles. You got it. I love those pronunciations and stuff like that.
So stupid.
Next week, we'll have AFC and NFC championship talk.
Yep.
Will Leroy still be in a good mood or not? You'll have to see. You'll have to wait and find out next week, right? You never really know, do you?
I just want to know what the excuse will be when the Bears win again this week.
They paid the refs.
Oh, it's cold. Oh. Huh?
Paid the refs.
That's it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, your connection's starting to get a little rough, too. You've all of a sudden started looking like you're filming with a potato.
John said Rams are going to win the Super Bowl. You heard it here first.
Oh, I thought you were saying that your connection hasn't gotten worse. I was like, yeah, it does. You kind of look like you've been filming with a potato here. You're getting a little better now, but that's nice. Any other parting thoughts for this week?
No, man. Enjoy the games this week. Enjoy the championship, college football championship, and hopefully you guys have a good week. I've got basketball almost every day the rest of this week. So, my SID for UIS texted me today and said, "Are you free Saturday?" And I said, "I have to fill it on the radio till 1:00. What do you need?" Never heard back from her.
Nothing. Clearly,
nothing.
Nothing you could help her with. Nothing you could help her with. It's pretty much the answer there. We'll see you next week. Thanks for watching. Pick contest continues to take shape, and we look forward to it next week. Right? Hope you feel better.
Absolutely. Thanks, brother. Appreciate you.